Is this Lucas's mom? I added you as a contact without asking you first. I hope that's okay. Sorry, but who is this? Are you someone from the daycare? Sorry! I didn't introduce myself. I'm Scarlett's mother. Scarlett goes to the same daycare as Lucas. My name's Pamela, but please call me Pam. Hello, Pam. Sorry, but we haven't really talked before, have we? Can I ask why you contacted me? And how did you get my contact information anyway? I saw your information on the emergency contact list for Lucas at the daycare. We've never really talked before, so I just wanted to get to know you better. It's okay if I call you Joyce, right? Yeah, I guess. Why is it that you want to get to know me better? You seem to be really popular and friendly with the other mothers there. Everyone says nice things about you. You're like the leader there. I really admire that. I heard your husband has a really great job, too. I just thought we'd really hit it off if we got a chance to talk. I see. I don't really know what you mean by leader. I don't really get involved with anything at the daycare. Oh, you don't need to be humble with me. I've heard the other mothers talk about you. Everyone loves you. I heard you're taking your family to Rochester, New York for your next vacation. That's awesome! Yeah, I guess. It's not really our vacation. My husband's parents are having their 30th wedding anniversary, so their family is kind of doing a vacation/celebration, and they invited us, so... Oh, that sounds great. You're so lucky. I haven't gone on vacation for so many years. I'm just a single mother, so I have to work weekends just so me and my daughter can get by. I never get the chance to take a nice vacation like that. I see. I am so jealous. So, when are you leaving? How long are you going for? It's pretty far. Are you flying or driving? We're going over the long weekend at the end of the month. We're taking a couple extra days off. We're going for 5 days and 4 nights. We're flying both ways. Really? For 4 nights? Wow. Oh, a long vacation like that sounds fun, huh? And you're going by plane, too. I've never been on a plane, and neither is Scarlett. I would love to go on a plane. You're so lucky. Are you taking little Lucas with you, too? Yeah, we're all going. There's an amusement park and some other fun things for kids near where we're staying. So Lucas is looking forward to it, too. Oh, that's so great. I bet Scarlett would just love to go with him. You're so lucky. I'm so jealous. There's supposed to be lots of fun things for adults to do there, too. I recommend you go there sometime. Rochester is supposed to be a really beautiful place. If you get a chance, you should look into going there someday. Yeah, but I don't have the money for a trip like that. I'm a single mother, so things are really tight for us. Taking a trip alone with my daughter sounds like it'd be really tough. But I'd love to go. I wish we could go there too. If only there was someone we could go with. I'm sure if you do your best, cut back on some things and save a bit, you can go someday. We had to cut back on a few things and save up ourselves, but we managed. You can do anything if you try. You know what? I actually have the long weekend at the end of the month off. It's so rare that I get a long weekend off with my current situation. Maybe I should take Scarlett on a trip somewhere. That's a great idea. You should. I'm sure your daughter would be really happy. Where are you going to go? Oh my God. How long do I have to beat around the bush? Read between the lines? I'm saying you should let us come on a trip with you. What? I keep saying you're so lucky and I'm so jealous. That's your cue to say, well, why don't you come with us? It'd be rude if I just came out and said, I'm going with you. But it seems you cannot pick up on subtleties. From what I heard about you, I thought you'd be a little brighter. Pardon? What are you saying? Why would you think we'd invite you on our family vacation? Don't you think that's a little strange? What are you talking about? We're friends, aren't we? It's not uncommon for friends and family to go on a vacation together. Didn't you just add me to your contacts a few hours ago? I've never even talked to you in person before. You said our kids go to the same daycare, but I just asked Lucas and he said Scarlett never plays with him. Oh, why do you worry about small details like that? Anyway, so what's your plan for the trip? Which airport are you flying out of? I'll have to get everything packed, so let me know as soon as possible, okay? No. You're not coming with us. Huh? I was totally looking forward to this. I told everyone I was going with you. So telling me that I can't go, that's pretty mean of you. Do you think you're too good to go on a trip with me? No, I never said that. This trip is not about my family. This trip is for my husband's parents' anniversary. They have no idea who you are. Don't you think it would be a little weird for you to go when you feel a little out of place? Oh, don't worry, that doesn't bother me at all. I'm just tagging along, it's no big deal. That's not the point. Anyway, just hurry up and let me know the details about your trip. Of course, you're gonna cover the cost for me, right? You know I'd pay, but because I'm a single mother, it's just not possible. What? You think I'm gonna pay for you as well? There's no way in hell I'd do that. Oh, it's gonna be more fun with more people going, right? Plus, you'll end up getting discounts with more people too. If I come along, I'll make the trip so much more enjoyable for you guys. It'll be more than worth covering the cost of the trip for me. I promise. Besides, I think Scarlett really likes Lucas. I think this trip is going to be great for everyone. I can feel it. Don't you think it'll be more fun if Lucas has someone to play with? It's win-win for everyone. So, I look forward to seeing you there. I'm not looking forward to it at all. I told you already we're not taking you with us. I don't know why you would think I'd take a total stranger on a family trip. And you've got to be out of your mind if you think we'd pay for you to come with us. I didn't want to say this before, but I'll make this clear. The family trip is for family only. So don't try to weasel your way in. Oh, you're never gonna be happy with a cold heart like that. Regardless of what you say, I'm still coming with you. See you soon! Hello, Joyce! Where are you now? If you're not going to tell me where to meet you, it's gonna make things difficult. I never got any money for the plane ticket from you, so I had to buy one myself. You invited me, so get your act together. I expect you'll pay me back for this later. You really came. I can't believe you. You know I never invited you. If you came on your own. I'm not going to be looking after you. Well, I'm already in front of the hotel I heard you were staying at. If I tell someone I'm with you, I'm sure they'll let me know what room you're in. Do whatever you want. Oh, I really can't believe this. Hey, Joyce. Did I get the wrong hotel? Which hotel are you staying at? Reception told me that no one by your name is staying here or even has a reservation. What are you talking about? Huh? I asked reception which room you were in. They said nobody by that name has checked in or has reservations either. Yeah, that's right. I'm not staying at the hotel you're at. What are you talking about? I asked the other mothers at the daycare where you'd be. They gave me the name and address of your hotel. They seem to know all the details. It looks like you got caught, huh? With that fake information? Fake? Yeah. That was a lie that I told the other mothers. After you messaged me, I had a feeling you really would try to come with us. So I told all the other mothers fake details about my trip. We're not even staying at a hotel. There's enough family coming here that we are all renting a condo for 5 days. Besides, I never told you I was staying at a hotel. What? Are you saying you tricked me? I never tricked you. I never told you I was staying at a hotel. Regardless, even from the beginning, I refused to let you come with us, didn't I? You refused to listen to me, so this was, let's just call it self-defense. I can't believe anyone would shamelessly try to weasel in on a total stranger's vacation. If you came along with us, our whole vacation would have been ruined. I'm not giving you any of the details of my vacation plan. If you came all this way on your own, do whatever you want while you're here. Hold on a minute here. You made me come all this way and you're just going to abandon me? I've got a small child with me. Tell me where your condo is. I'll get over there somehow. I've got no reason to tell you that. Didn't I tell you I'm not looking after you? You came all this way and you're at a hotel now. Why don't you just get a room there? It's a good hotel for kids. They've got a big pool, and I think there's even a water slide or two. It's a little on the pricey side though, huh? You know I don't have enough money for a hotel like this. I spend all my money on credit just to get the plane tickets to come here. I thought you'd be paying for my hotel and my food. You don't have any money at all. Why would you assume all of that? You're really strange. I told you not to come with us, and I told you I wasn't paying for you. If you don't have any money, I suggest you either get your plane ticket changed and go home, or sleep outside. I've got a little girl with me, and you're telling me to sleep outside? You're so insensitive. You're heartless. You're not human. You have a little kid just like me. How could you even think that? I feel really bad for your daughter, having a mother who has no common sense. I suggest, for your daughter's sake, that you don't ever try to do something as stupid as this ever again. Bitch! You're the one who's bad, boasting to everyone about the amazing vacation you're taking, flaunting all your money around and rubbing my nose in it, just because I'm poor? You've got some extreme mental problems. You're saying I'm doing all this to you? I've never even met you. Whatever, like I told you before, I'm not looking after you. Do whatever you want here. Hang on! It costs money to change the date on a plane ticket. I don't have any money. Don't leave me here. At least give me enough money to get home. Please! No, not my problem. You got yourself into this mess, you get yourself out. Let's all have a fun vacation, okay? Goodbye. After that, I blocked Pam's number and I enjoyed the rest of my family vacation. I heard Pam was able to get back to her house somehow. Pam told everyone that I deceived her for some sick joke of mine, and she tried to make me out to look like the bad guy. So I sent all the mothers at the daycare a copy of Pam and I's chat history. Everyone immediately saw what kind of crazy person Pam was, and now they all avoid her and talk about her behind her back. On top of that, the news of what Pam did even managed to reach her ex-husband. He was outraged at how stupid she was and didn't want Scarlett being raised by such an idiot. So he came back, took full custody of Scarlett, and took his daughter away from her. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please press the like button. See you next time!
Joanne, where are you right now? Good evening, Louise. I'm at home now. Why? I'm out shopping now with some moms from my mom's club right now, and it's taking us a lot longer than we thought. It doesn't look like I'm gonna get home anytime soon, so would it be possible for you to make dinner for Rashawn for me? What? You're saying Rashawn hasn't had dinner yet? There was nothing I could do about it. I'm really busy right now. I haven't been home all day. Rashawn should be at home, so could you go over to my house and make some dinner for him? Well, I guess. I don't want the kid to starve, but Louise, you've asked me to do this for you a lot. What would you have done if I wasn't home? If you're not going to be home to make dinner for your boy, don't you think you should prepare something before you leave? What are you talking about? You're always home. You never go out. Besides, Rashawn doesn't want cold food reheated. He's much happier to get a hot meal cooked fresh for him. Don't you think? I think Rashawn might be even happier to have dinner with his mom instead of someone he barely knows. Don't you think? We've been through this. Do you not read the messages I send you? I told you, I'm busy. It's important for Rashawn's future that I network with as many people as I can. I think you should consider doing a little more yourself. After all, you're sending your kid to the same private school my son is going to. You should do what I do. Louise, I've told you this many times. We're sending our daughter to that private school just to try it out. We're still not sure if it's really any better than a regular school at this point. So we're not going to start doing what you do just to try to fit in. I think we'll likely be sending our daughter to a public school after this anyway. I just don't think she's learning anything different for the price. Yeah, that's exactly what I'd expect a poor person to say. That's what all the parents who can't afford to keep their kid in the private school say. Everyone knows that a private school is better than a public school. Quit trying to fool yourself. That doesn't mean that public schools are bad and that children can't learn just as much from them. You're acting like only kids from a private school can get into a good college, and that's just not true. Yeah, I don't care what a layman's view on education is. It's just embarrassing. A layman's view? Louise, you're a housewife, right? You've never had a job in your life, have you? Didn't you go to a private school? Did you even go to college? None of that matters. My son has been going to that school an entire year longer than your kid has. I've learned a lot, and I know how things work. The kids who graduate this school get into an even better private high school, and that high school leads to a great college. If your kid can get the recommendation from the principal of this school, they can get into the affiliated private high school. And a recommendation from the principal of that high school can get them into any college in the country. Yeah, but if your kid's not at the top of the class, or if they have behavior problems, you'll never get the recommendation anyway. When your son comes over here, he runs wild and breaks things. And he's always fighting with my daughter and makes her cry. Really? I had no idea. That's hilarious. Maybe your daughter needs to learn how to stand up for herself, huh? Do you want me to tell Rashawn to teach her how to stop being such a wimp? No, you'd better not. In fact, if he doesn't start being nicer, he's not going to be allowed in my house ever again. Huh? So you're going to talk about my son like that now? Does this mean you don't care if he starves tonight? You should care a little bit more about the people your daughter goes to school with. I think a kid who goes to such a great private school should be smart enough to cook his own dinner, but... Hold on! We've just decided we're going out for drinks after this. I'm not going to be home till really late tonight. I know you were just kidding, and that you'll take good care of my son tonight. There's lots of food in the house. Cook whatever you want for him. Bye! Fine, I'll do it. For him. But this is the last time, got it? I'm not doing this for you anymore. Yeah, I hear ya. Bye! This might seem like a strange question, but... Did you put a couch right outside my front door? It wasn't there last night, and it's suddenly there this morning. Oh, you noticed. That's a present for you. Do you like it? A present? To be frank, it's our old couch that we don't need anymore. But there's nothing wrong with it, so I figured I'd give it to you as a present. Nothing wrong with it? It's got mold all over it. Has it been sitting in your garage for years or something? Really? I didn't notice any mold. But I'm sure if you just wipe it off, there'll be no problem. It has been sitting in our garage for a while, but like I said, there's nothing wrong with it. That doesn't explain why it's sitting on my front step right now. I don't care if there's nothing wrong with it. We don't need another couch. Come get this thing and take it home. What? I'm nice enough to give you a present and the only thing you can say to me is take it back? Why? Because I didn't ask for it. So what? It's a present. You're being really hard to get along with, you know that, right? If you don't want it, get rid of it yourself. Pardon me? Why do I have to get rid of your couch for you? After I was nice enough to give it to you, you just want to throw it back in my face? I thought I was being nice trying to pay you back for all the times you cooked dinner for my son. You thought you were being nice by making me throw out your couch for you? You know you have to pay for the city to take something this big away. Are you kidding me? Are you telling me you can't afford to pay the tiny amount of money the city charges for removal of large items? If that's the case, you better stop sending your daughter to a private school. Louise, please. You've got to stop acting like this. If you're upset that my daughter goes to the same private school as your son, then maybe our family shouldn't associate with each other anymore. Not associate with each other. Our kids go to the same school. We can't avoid each other. Why do you have to be so rude about everything? It's annoying how you think you're as good as us. You want to be like us, so you send your kid to the same school as us. But that's not fooling anyone. How many times do I have to tell you? We're not sending our daughter to that school just because your kid goes there. Look, I'm not talking to you anymore. I'll get rid of this damn couch for you, but don't try anything like this ever again. Thanks. Joanne, my little garbage girl. Hello, my little garbage girl. Long time no see. You really have been trying to stay away from me, haven't you? Hey, I can count on you to clean up for me this time too, right? My mom's club had a barbecue today, so we borrowed your garage. My garage? Yeah, your 2-car garage. That's full of all the garbage we left from our barbecue. Huh? What are you talking about? We would have noticed someone having a barbecue in our garage today. We were home all day. Are you talking about our old house? You know, we moved last month. Someone else has already moved into our old house. Do you even know whose garage you used? Huh? You moved? Yeah. We were looking for a new place for a while. We happened to find a new place just around the time you started getting too annoying. So we closed on the deal as fast as we could because we wanted to get away from you. Huh? What are you talking about? This is the first I've heard about this. The whole reason we moved was to get away from you, so why do you think we'd tell you? I can't believe this. It's only normal to tell your friend that you're moving. What if this new person reports me to the police? Well then, I guess you'll have to take responsibility for what you did, huh? If you use that person's garage without their permission, I think that's trespassing. And if you dumped a bunch of garbage there, isn't that illegal dumping? Or maybe that's vandalism. I'm not sure. You better not say anything. Huh? You're the only one who knows it was me. If you don't say anything, I'll be fine. So, you'd better not say a word. Then again, even if you did, you don't have any proof. So it'd just be your word against mine. I'm deleting our chat history just in case. Are you saying you don't plan on apologizing to this person? Why would I? They weren't home, so they don't know who it was. If I tell them, it'll cause nothing but problems for me. I can't believe you. You trespass on someone's property, mess the place up, and you won't even apologize? Who are you, my mom? Don't tell me what I should do. Regardless, if you say anything, I'll just pretend I have no idea what you're talking about. Wait, but if you promise you won't say anything, then I'll promise not to bother you anymore, okay? You know the saying, you rub my back, I'll rub your back. What do you say, my little Joey Joanne? You called the cops, didn't you? I can't believe you did that to me. The police called me to see if I was home. They said they want to come talk to me. What's wrong with you? Huh? I didn't call the cops. Huh? They called me. They asked me for information, so I gave it. Don't blame that on me. When the police question you, it's your duty to tell them the truth and to help them out if possible. I'd always help the police out. Especially when someone vandalizes the principal of my daughter's private school's house. What? The principal? Yes. What are you talking about? You never believe it, but the person who moved into my old house is the principal of our children's private school. He bought the house from us. Don't lie about stuff like that. It's not a lie. The cops called me because I just moved out of that place and they wanted to make sure I had nothing to do with it. It was funny, because when they called, they actually thought a burglar had broken in or something. Oh, wait. Did you mean you thought I was lying about the principal buying my old place? I couldn't believe it myself when he showed up to look at the place when we put it on the market. I mean, it really is a beautiful house with a nice yard and the location is great, so I guess it's not that surprising. But the only reason we moved out was because I just don't like one of the neighbors. This isn't a laughing matter. Huh? Wait. Are you saying the principal already knows who did it? The person who broke into his garage, vandalized the place, and illegally dumped garbage there? Yeah, he knows who did it now. But he called the cops as soon as he got home. I mean, before reviewing the evidence. There's no evidence it was me. I didn't do anything like that. It wasn't me. You can't prove it. I don't have to. The principal will. He has security cameras installed. He's got hours of footage of you and your friends there having your little barbecue. He had security cameras? Yeah. I guess they're small and not easy to see. He has one set up on the wall where he hangs his tools. You'd never notice the camera if you didn't know where to look. In fact, he said he even found footage of you taking some of his tools from off his little workbench and taking them home. You walked right up to the camera and stole some tools. He said there was no mistaking your face. A close-up in HD. Maybe I should put up some security cameras around my house. It seems like they can come in really handy sometimes, huh? I can explain that. About the tools. I wasn't stealing them. He's got lots of tools, and I'm really into DIY right now. I just went over to borrow some of them, that's all. I thought they were yours. It's not like I was stealing them or anything. I was gonna give them back, I swear. Everyone is just exaggerating this way out of proportion. It's not up to you to decide if this is an exaggeration or not. When the police asked me if I knew anything about this, all I did was tell them what I know. They'll decide what's an exaggeration and what isn't. But everything I told the police about you, my husband backed me up on it. All of it? Joanne, please, you have to help me. If we don't do something, I'm gonna be in a lot of trouble. You mean with the police, right? I'm talking about the recommendation. The principal only gives out 1 or 2 to any student who isn't at the top of the class. My son isn't the smartest person. You know that. I was counting on winning over the principal to get that recommendation for my kid. I wouldn't worry about that right now. Right now, you should be more worried about what kind of charges are going to be placed on you, and what kind of criminal record you're going to have after all this. A criminal record? All those things you did were illegal, and I doubt you can talk your way out of any of it. The principal has you on camera doing it all. If this was just some random person, I'd assume they'd be looking at paying lots of fines and maybe doing community service. But you're probably looking at all that and having your kid expelled on top of all of it. I just thought of something. Let's just say that you said it was okay. Okay? Huh? Just say that you told me I could have a barbecue at your house today. Then I can say that I didn't know you moved, which is true. And then all this would be just a big misunderstanding. Okay? Please! If you do that for me, I'll let you into my mom's club. What? No thanks. Why not? I know you say that your mom's club is supposed to be some elite group and that you're helping everyone at the school, but everyone knows all you do is just get together and look down your noses at the other families and talk about them behind their backs. You don't do anything to help the school or the students. I don't think you realize that everyone who isn't in your stupid little group talks about you behind your back. We don't do anything like that. Everyone else is just jealous because they're not in my elite club. Even if I wanted to be in your club, I wouldn't try to get you out of this mess just to do it. So when I say that I don't want to join your club at all, you should realize exactly how much I plan on helping you out of this. Don't say that to me. We're friends. Besides, you said you don't care if your kid continues in this school or not, right? You don't care about the principal's recommendation at all, right? So please, just help me. Take the blame on this one for me. You've got nothing to lose. Hey, are you even listening to me? Oh, sorry. I learned it from you, so I was just giving it a try. Huh? You taught me how to not care and how to completely ignore what the other person is saying to you. I'm getting pretty good at it. I think I'm gonna keep doing it. After that, Louise was charged with trespassing, property damage, and theft. Somehow or other, she was able to get everything settled out of court, but she had to pay a staggering amount of money to do it. And she knew that she'd never get the principal's recommendation after that. Amazingly, the principal didn't hold anything against Rashawn and allowed him to stay in the school. I think it was because the principal found it funny that Louise had to pay him for the settlement, and then had to continue paying him tuition if she wanted to keep her kid in his school. Louise really wanted to take her kid out of the school when she knew there was no way for him to get the principal's recommendation anymore. But her son kept telling her that he didn't want to go to a new school and that he wanted to stay with his friends. This put Louise in a really tight spot. She lost all respect she had with anyone when everyone found out about her lawsuit with the principal. Things got even worse for Louise when rumors started going around that my daughter was a possible pick for the principal's recommendation, and we didn't even want it. After the lawsuit, nobody that hung around with Louise in her mom's club wanted to be associated with her anymore. So they all dropped out and formed a new club without her. Louise found that she no longer had any friends and that she had become the laughingstock of all the other parents at the school. So, in other words, everything worked out perfectly. Everyone got what they deserved. Thanks for watching! If you like this video, please press the like button. See you next time!
Ryan, have you finished the project I gave you a few days ago? The deadline is today and you haven't even given me an update. Are you going to turn it in today, or did something come up?
Sorry, Wendy. Something came up and I couldn't get it done in time. I'll need a bit more time until I'm finished with this.
Then why didn't you tell me about this? I can't let you keep acting like this. If you aren't going to be finished with work in time, you have to send me an update to let me know. This has been happening too much recently. Has there been something going on in your life? Just because your wife is the one receiving your work doesn't mean I can let you off easy.
One of my clients had some trouble they needed help with. I have my attention somewhere else. My whole schedule was messed up because of it.
Your schedule is your business. I know you're busy, but you didn't even send me an email letting me know you'd be late. And the company you work for has been doing business with my company for a long time now. I can't have you hurting the relationship because your work is coming in late. It doesn't reflect well on your company. My boss might start asking questions if you can get your work in on time.
Sorry. I know this isn't what you want from me. I'll try to get this in by tomorrow, okay? And I'll make sure that this doesn't happen again. I'll let you know if something happens, too.
Good. We both need to look good if we don't want any trouble. It's weird having you doing business with my job in the first place. People will start thinking we're up to something if we can't do our job right. I wouldn't blame them for asking questions either. Keep that in mind. We have to be careful if we don't want all eyes on us.
I got it. By the way, what did your boss have to say about my illustrations? I heard that she was glad with how it turned out.
It's true. She said it met his expectations. But that doesn't mean I can let you turn in work late. I'm glad you're doing well, but turn in your work on time, too.
Okay. I'll be careful.
Is there a problem with your schedule? Does your work keep you pretty busy?
You could say that.
Here, Ryan. I'll make dinner tonight. Consider it a favor from me to you.
Really? Are you sure that's okay with you? I was supposed to be in charge of dinner tonight. I wasn't expecting this.
If you're that busy, I want to give you a chance to catch up with your work. I didn't have as much on my plate as I usually do, so I have time to take care of it.
Thanks. It's a big help for you to do that. Sorry again about this. I didn't mean to cause you all this trouble.
Just know that we're in this together, Ryan. I want you to succeed as much as you want to. I want to be there for you. That's what it means to be married, after all.
It's funny, though. Our jobs are pretty different if you think about it. You also seem to be the one more busy with your job usually, too. You have all those projects to manage.
But you still have to work in an artistic field, which means you have to use your creative side a lot more. You probably keep busy even after work trying to think of new ideas for your designs. And your schedule is a lot more unstable than mine. You sometimes work a few hours, and other days you work more than I do. I'm just glad that you're trying as much as I am. I appreciate it.
I'm grateful for you too, Wendy. I'm glad I have someone like you to call my wife. I was worried that you wouldn't understand what I'm going through. But I know now that I should have known you'd know what it's like.
Is there something else you want to tell me then? I have a feeling you're trying to tell me something.
Well, there is something we need to discuss. There was a reason that I wasn't able to turn in my work on time today. You know my old friend Claire? She's been causing a few issues lately.
Claire? You mean the girl you knew when you were younger who moved away when she got married?
Yep, she's the one. She ran into trouble with her husband and it ended up with them getting a divorce. She was calling me and wanted to talk it out with me. The whole thing has turned her whole world upside down.
That's what's been going on with her. That must be tough for her. Was her husband not treating her right then?
That's a good way to put it. He wasn't the kind of person you wanted to find yourself against. He was the kind of guy who didn't even care about his family at all. And when she started looking into other guys and he found out, he chewed her out for no reason.
Wait, you said she was looking into other guys? Are you telling me that she was cheating on her husband?
I guess when you put it that way, she technically was cheating on her husband. But she wasn't at fault for doing that. She was put in an impossible situation and she couldn't choose anything but bad options. It's her ex's fault for treating her that way. She deserved to be treated with respect, not like nothing.
She might have not been living with the best of people. But I don't know how much that justifies cheating. Something seems wrong about it. I know she must have been in a dark place and didn't know who she could ask for help. But not asking anyone for help and instead cheating on her husband doesn't seem like the right choice to make.
It wasn't like she was trying to cheat. It was an accident that she got involved with someone else. But after things got more serious, she couldn't do anything but go along with it.
But it's not like she didn't have anyone to ask for help. She could have asked her family for help. Cheating on someone just because you hate your husband doesn't make cheating right.
You're absolutely right. But that's exactly why I'm so worried about her right now. She's already headed back home and tried to live with her parents, but her parents didn't like hearing she cheated on her husband. I would have hoped at least her parents would be more understanding of her situation. It's too bad, really.
Do you know exactly what kind of person Claire has been cheating with? You said she talked to you in depth about this. Did she at least tell you what her new partner was like?
Now, don't get upset about this, but apparently, it's with someone who's already married. But it's not her fault. She never knew about it before she started dating him.
That still sounds pretty problematic if you ask me.
I want to be more of a help to Claire, but there isn't much I can do. At this point, all I can do is lend a listening ear and try to give her advice. I've known her for a while now, and while she's always gotten herself in trouble, it's never been this serious. I just wish she could find a way to get past all this and start living a better life.
You shouldn't be too concerned about her. I'm sure she can handle herself. She has the power to choose her own destiny. You don't need to hold her hand when I know she's not a kid anymore. You're doing plenty by just listening to her. But it's up to her if she wants to change her life.
Are you sure I shouldn't be doing more to help her?
It's her life, Ryan. You can't make her choose to start making better decisions for herself. You don't have to take responsibility for the actions of your friend. So don't sweat about it. You just focus on talking to her when she needs it.
Okay, you're right. Sorry for bothering you during work. I should have talked about this later.
I was on lunch break. It wasn't a problem at all. Just try to focus on getting your work done and don't let Claire's situation get you down, okay? I just hope talking about it with me made you feel better about this.
I feel great. Thanks again for hearing what I have to say, Wendy. I'll make sure that I get my work done from now on. I'll try not to worry you with my work again.
Ryan, where are you? I thought you'd be home by now. Are you out doing something? I got back expecting you to be here, but you're nowhere in sight.
Oh, sorry, Wendy. I should have let you know about this sooner. I'm on my way back now. I was just helping someone out.
Just what exactly were you up to? You were supposed to be in charge of dinner tonight, but it doesn't look like you started that either. Did you forget about that? Or did something come up that made you forget about it?
Oh, about that. I was thinking about picking up something for dinner on my way back. Is that okay? Is there somewhere you want food from? Just give me the word and I'll pick it up.
How long is it going to take you to get back?
Oh, it might take me a while with how far away I am. I'll head back right now, so I'll be back in about 40 minutes. Just wait for me to get back until then.
That's going to be a while. Here, I'll just make something myself. I can make something simple for us to have. I should have it ready by the time you get back.
Oh, nice. I really could use the help right now. Thanks again for helping me out like this.
But can you at least tell me what you've been up to? You didn't mention you would be going out today.
Yeah, about that. Claire called me up and said she needed some help.
Claire called you for help? All the way out there? And you went there knowing how long it was going to take.
After she turned in the divorce papers, her husband kicked her out of the house. She needed a helping hand.
I see.
Hey, listen, Wendy. I was thinking. Do you think we could have her move into our place for the next little while? Just for now.
Move in with us? I don't know how I feel about this, Ryan. This isn't normal. I told you earlier that you should just be talking to her and that's it. This is a bit much.
But she doesn't have anyone she can ask about this but me. I want to help her.
Even if that's true, it doesn't change the fact this is strange. I hardly know anything about Claire. I've never even met her in person before. I know she's been a big part of your childhood, but that doesn't excuse everything. She was cheating on her husband, too. You can't say this was a surprise.
But I told you, she was never planning to cheat in the first place. It just got complicated.
It doesn't matter if it's complicated. The fact is that she cheated on her husband.
I can't leave Claire to die like this. I want to give her a helping hand. So please, Wendy, can't we help her out?
I know you want to help, but this doesn't feel right. If she was being abused by her husband and needed somewhere to crash, I'd be more understanding about it. But he hasn't done anything like that. And she chose to keep cheating on him. Just how long were you thinking of having her stay here?
Long enough for her to get over her past relationship and be able to move on. And enough time for her to find a job for her to support herself, too.
That sounds like it'd take more than a few days. Sorry, Ryan, but I'm not comfortable with this. I want to help, but this isn't the way to do it. If you want to lend her some of your money, I wouldn't mind if you did something like that. But I don't want you giving her anything that will cut into our budget. We can't spoil her.
I thought you were better than this, Wendy. But you don't even seem to care at all what happens to Claire at all. You're acting so cold-hearted.
Cold-hearted? What part of what I said was cold-hearted?
The part where you're fine with Claire being on the streets without anywhere to live.
I didn't say she deserves to be homeless. We can't be the only people she can rely on.
Don't you see the benefits of having her around, though? She can help around the house and even cook for us. She could be more of a help than you think. We're both busy with our jobs, so it'd be nice to have someone else to help with that.
We both may be working, but you do your work at home. I have to go to my office. And you usually work shorter hours than I do. I think you have enough time to take care of it.
It's true that I have more time than you do. But if I had Claire around to help, I could be even more productive during the day.
Aren't things fine the way they are? I don't see why this makes much of a difference.
If Claire took care of the housework, I could devote everything to focusing on my work. I could get much more done without worrying about the house.
Why can't you focus without her around? I don't get what you're telling me.
I've been doing about 70% of the housework and you've been doing about 30% of it. It means that I have to make sure to carry your slack if I want the house to not fall apart.
30%? Don't you think that's a bit off? I thought I was at least doing the same amount of housework as you were doing, Ryan.
No. If you saw what I was doing, you'd realize that I'm pulling most of the weight around the house. You're usually at work during the day, so you never get to see how much I do for you. There are a lot of things I do for you that you don't even notice.
I think I could say the exact same thing as you, Ryan. There are things I do that you don't notice too. I know you want to help her out, but sorry, I'm not going to have her live with us.
But why? You still haven't given me a reason. Can't you just stay for a little while?
You say that, but I doubt she'd be around for only a few days. With what you told me, she'd probably be around for at least a few weeks. I'm not comfortable with that. I'm not saying you shouldn't help her either. I'm saying that her moving in isn't a good idea.
But we're supposed to help people out when they're in trouble.
From my point of view, if I was Claire, I wouldn't be asking you if I could move in with you. You're already married to me, Ryan. And she's a recently divorced lady who's in dire straits. I want to help her too, but it doesn't mean I'm fine with her moving in like this.
I thought you would care about me and my friends, Wendy.
I do care. Don't act like I'm acting irrationally when you know this isn't right. If you want to help her out, find another way. I won't have her living here because she decided to cheat on her husband.
If that's the way it's going to be, then don't expect me to come back tonight.
What are you saying?
I'm saying I'm going to be out tonight to cool off. I'm too stressed out and upset about this to be heading home like this. Just have dinner by yourself.
Why are you acting like this, Ryan? Something's strange about this.
I don't want to spend the night with someone so heartless. That's all.
Ryan, can you explain to me exactly what you were thinking? You can't allow something like this without my permission. This is uncalled for.
You're talking about how I brought back Claire with me. God, can you give me a break about that?
I told you very clearly how I felt about the matter, and you still didn't listen to me. What part of I don't want her to live in the house with us did you not understand?
What did you expect me to do? You thought I'd leave her all on her own?
It's not like she's broke, Ryan. She could have at the very least stayed at a hotel until she found a new home. And don't tell me she had nowhere else to go. She has to know other people besides you.
That's so easy for you to say when you have a place to call home. Try to put yourself in her shoes. I bet you'd agree with me if you could see what it's like for her.
If she's already here, then I'll let her stay for a few days. It's too late for me to say no at this point. But I want her out of here by the end of the week. She's not staying any longer. I'm not putting up with her staying here as long as she wants. She might never leave.
Even after hearing the whole story, you still don't want to help her? You're so cruel sometimes, Wendy. Do you want her to suffer or something?
I don't care if she's going through a rough time because she lost her husband. She's at least partially responsible. I'm not going to take her side because she's sad. She chose to cheat in the end. If she wanted to start a new life, She should have divorced her husband and done things the right way, not the easy way. I'm not surprised her parents are mad at her. She could have avoided a lot of trouble if she only tried. And I know you care about her, but that doesn't mean you can have her stay here without my permission.
The past is in the past now. You don't have to dig it up for no reason.
But it's important to look at. If she's caused trouble with her ex-husband, she'll likely cause trouble for us as well.
You don't care about anyone, do you? Don't you understand that Claire is like family to me? I've known her for years now. Some people might not agree with how she handled things, but I'm not going to judge her. I'm going to always be here to support her no matter what happens.
I told you before that I'm fine with you supporting her. But when it goes too far and things like this start to happen, I have to start drawing the line. So don't expect her to stay here. She's going to leave after a few days.
If you're going to draw the line and stop me from helping a friend, maybe I'll have to draw the line too. If you won't let me help her, I might start considering divorcing you.
Divorce me. Are you serious?
This is how serious I am about helping her. You aren't going to stop me.
Oh, so this is how it's going to be, huh? I knew you were going to be stubborn about this, but I didn't think you'd be going this far. How about you do what you want, Ryan? But I'd be careful with your decision. After all, you might not have a job if you're not careful.
And what is that supposed to mean?
It means you won't be receiving any more work from my job if you're going to act like this.
That's blackmail. You can't do that to me.
Who do you think is the one that's blackmailing here? It certainly isn't me. You were the one who said you divorced me if we didn't do what you told me. Isn't that blackmail?
Work and divorce are different. You can't threaten my job like this.
The reason you have a job in the first place was because I had to pull a few strings in the background. You wouldn't have been hired in the first place if I didn't give a good word to my bosses. I'd rather not have my ex working with my company when it was difficult enough working with you when we were married. It'd be a lot less stressful not having you working with my job. Things are hard enough as it is.
That doesn't mean you aren't threatening me. This is still blackmail.
It's not blackmail. There was never an agreement for my job to work with you longer term. And you were the one who hurt our business relationship by threatening divorce. It'd be crazy to keep my ex hired for my job.
All I wanted to do was help my friend Claire. It was you who twisted this whole thing and made it more complicated than it needed to be.
Sorry for me not wanting to share my house with your female friend. You would think you'd care more about the feelings of your wife over a girl who you're only friends with.
Are you not coming back tonight?
No, I'm not. Not while you're keeping Claire over at our place. Is she there then?
She is, but that doesn't mean...
I thought I told you I wanted her out of there by the end of the week. I've given her plenty of time to get her situation settled and to find a new place to live. This goes beyond helping a friend, Ryan. You're choosing her over me at this point.
How many times do I have to tell you it isn't like that? Just so you know, I was thinking about telling her to leave too. I just wasn't able to. The trauma she has from her last relationship is too much for her right now. I can't make her leave.
The trauma that she caused for herself, right?
Wendy, it's not as simple as you think it is.
I don't need your explanations. I've heard plenty of what she's gone through.
Please, Wendy. Can't you just come back home? You don't have to act so dramatic over letting a friend live with us.
Maybe I will come back. But don't think that I'll be coming back to stay. I'm coming to pick up my things. Then I'll be taking off again. I'm going to be moving out. I've already found a place that I can move into for the time being.
Move out? What are you thinking?
Well, we're getting a divorce, aren't we? I can't stay in the same house if that's going to happen. So I'm going to take what's mine and get ready for the divorce.
When I said I'd divorce you if you didn't listen, I didn't really mean it.
So you're saying you only told that to me so you could get your way? So you could manipulate me? That's real nasty of you to do, Ryan. I learned from this that you aren't the man I thought you were. That's why I have no regrets going forward with this divorce.
You're divorcing me for no reason. Stop and think about what you're saying. And I don't want a divorce. I still want to be with you.
You can try to change my mind, but I'm not going to budge.
We can work this out as long as you give me the chance to, Wendy. I'll stop being late with my work. And if you want me to, I'll find a way to work that doesn't have us working together. I'll pay for everything that Claire costs us. I'll do all of that if you just give me time to.
You say you'll do all that, but you still aren't willing to make Claire find her own place.
That's something I'm not willing to do. She's in enough trouble as it is. If I were to kick her out, she'll have no one else to turn to.
There you go again, taking her side. If you care so much about her, how about you marry her? I'll turn in the divorce papers myself and you can live together without me getting in your way.
No, I don't want to live like that. I want to keep living with you. I don't want a divorce.
Then why did you threaten me by saying you'll divorce me if I don't let Claire live with us?
That was a bluff. And I regret that I said that to you.
You should have known not to say that. Threatening your wife with divorce is asking for trouble. Using my fear as your own tool to control me is something I'm not okay with. It made me lose my faith in you.
I know I shouldn't have said that. It was a simple mistake. But you can't tear our relationship apart over an accident.
What you're doing now isn't an accident. You're willingly having Claire stay over even though you know I'm not fine with it. Even if she doesn't realize how much I don't like this. You know very clearly that I was never okay with this. And her trauma isn't an excuse for her to start living with us. People divorce all the time but don't cause trouble for their friends. You let her overstep our boundaries even though I told you not to.
But her marriage was really rough for her.
From how I see things, she's blamed her husband for everything. She used that as an excuse to cheat. She only acted selfishly in the end. And she's still acting selfishly by staying with us when she knows you're married. She should know I'm uncomfortable. Who wouldn't be uncomfortable with another woman living in your own home?
That's not a fair way to put things. She has her hands full right now.
And so do I, Ryan. All I wanted was to have privacy in our marriage. But you put your friend first and let her into our own home. Do you realize how much I've been hurt by you having her around?
I'm sorry.
I don't want to hear your apologies.
Right. Look, I'll make Claire leave then. You won't have to see her again if you don't want to. That's what you want, right?
It's too late, Ryan. You went too far when you ignored me and let her live here.
But I'll make sure this doesn't happen again. I don't want us to be over because I took care of Claire. I don't know how I'm going to live if I don't have you around anymore.
Didn't you say you'll find a job that doesn't work for my job? I'm sure you'll find a great career that will let you and Claire live happily ever after. Didn't you say you were doing most of the housework too? Now you won't have to worry about me. You won't have me supporting you anymore, though. I tried helping you as much as I could, even though I was busy. I wanted to be there for you, Ryan, even when things got tough.
I'm really sorry. I'll make Claire leave if you'll come back. I was too focused on myself and didn't do enough to care about you.
I gave you plenty of time to change your ways. But all you did was call me heartless when I didn't want Claire to move in. I'm just being the heartless woman you said I was.
That was because I was mad. I didn't mean it. I know how lovely and kind you really are.
Then why did you call me that? But don't worry. You get to live with a new woman now. I'm sure she'll treat you so much better than I ever did. I divorced Ryan soon after, and we both went our separate ways. I really wanted things to work, but he was never going to keep his promises. I doubt he was ever planning to kick Claire out. He had to quit his freelance career and get a 9-to-5 job to make enough money. Claire didn't help around the house at all. She was just trying to leech off of Ryan. They had a terrible fight one night and Claire decided to leave. It's too bad Ryan tried to defend someone's actions so much only for them to betray him. It's no wonder her parents didn't like her. She must have had a history of doing this. Living alone has been different, but it's nice to have the extra money and the freedom that comes with it. I took a few days off and went on a trip to get all of what happened out of my head. This whole thing made me realize it's important to value yourself. You can't let someone walk all over you because they demand to. You have to stand up for yourself. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, leave a like and subscribe to see more videos like this in the future.
Happy birthday, Frida. I prepared a little gift for you. I really hope you like it.
Oh, you really didn't have to go to all this trouble, you know? Just taking me out to this fancy restaurant was enough of a gift in my eyes. I don't want you to be out of pocket just because you wanted to spoil your old mother-in-law.
Even if things are a little difficult financially at the moment, there is no way that I was gonna show up empty-handed to your birthday dinner.
Go on, Mom, open it. He's kept it a secret even from me, so it must be something quite special. Oh, really? I guess I'll have to take a look and see then. Oh, wow, is it a scarf? Oh, it is. And a designer brand one as well. You really shouldn't have, sweetheart. This must have been really expensive.
It's worth it to see the smile on your face, Frida. I know you love wearing scarves, so I thought it would be a nice gift. And anyway, we can't have the boss of her own company going around wearing cheap scarves now, can we? If I was earning a little bit more, I would have splashed out to get you a matching designer bag, but unfortunately, this is as far as my capabilities will stretch.
Oh, it's fine, really. The scarf alone is more than enough. And besides, I'm basically at retirement age. Soon enough, I'll have nowhere to go and show off nice bags and accessories anyway. And don't keep putting yourself down because of your salary. I know that civil servants don't earn that much, but you have a lot of freedoms and guaranteed time off during the holidays, which must be really nice. That's right. You said yourself that you think being a civil servant is pretty good, didn't you? You said that you even felt like it was worth all the studying you had to do in order to pass the exam.
Yeah, I guess it's alright, but I have been getting a little frustrated about how low my salary is recently. I earn the least out of all of my friends by far. Haven't you seen the news recently? People are quitting their civil service jobs in droves at the moment because they're all so dissatisfied with the pay and the working conditions. And to be honest, it's really got me thinking about doing the same, or at least taking on an extra job in order to earn a little bit more money. Which leads me to this proposal. How about I come and help you out at your company, Frida?
Help me out at my company? What exactly do you mean by that? Yeah, honey, what do you mean by that? You haven't mentioned anything about wanting to work with my mom to me before.
What do you mean? I've mentioned it loads of times before. I've always hoped that I would be able to take over your mom's company one day, since you never really seemed that interested in it. Frida, I promise you that I'll be a valuable asset to your team. I know quite a lot about the business world, you know? I was even a member of the business club in college. I'd really like to gain some more hands-on experience. And I thought with you thinking about retirement soon, and with the company already being well established, it would be perfect for me to start learning now and then take over from you when you eventually are ready for retirement. I understand that you went through a lot of blood, sweat, and tears to make that company what it is today, and I really respect that. I'd like to help continue your legacy for you in any way that I can. Please, trust me on this. I promise that I'll do a really good job. I'm really a hands-on worker, and I'm great at making snap decisions under pressure.
So, are you saying that you're going to quit your job as a civil servant to come and focus on my company? Honey, how can you suddenly just come out with this without so much as consulting me first?
And do you think running a business is easy?
I'm not so naive as to think that it's gonna be easy, but I think I'm gonna go crazy soon enough if all I have to focus on is my civil servant work. It just feels as if I'm not being paid enough to justify the amount of work that I've been doing. I just don't enjoy the work anymore, and it doesn't feel rewarding. I feel like I would get way more out of it if I was working towards running your company, Frida. I know that you are thinking of hiring someone with managerial experience to be your successor, but don't you think it would be better to keep the company in the family instead? Didn't you always say that you liked the fact that I'm earnest and diligent?
Yes, well, but that doesn't really change the fact that you don't have any experience running a business.
Which is why I'm eager to learn. I know that I can do well in this role. I promise you that I won't let you down, Frida. I'd really love it if you could support me on this as well, Eve.
I'll have to think about it, okay? I'm not making any promises, though.
Oh, thank you for considering this. I really appreciate you giving me a shot.
You can't just spring things like that on me without talking to me about it first. I had no idea that you wanted to go into business with my mom. Where did that idea come from? I was really caught off guard just then, and I think my mom was as well. She seemed really flustered. She clearly didn't know what to say to you. You shouldn't have just put her on the spot like that.
Well, I just thought that then was a good time for me to say it, that's all. And don't pretend that you also resent the fact that I earn so little.
But I never told you to quit your job or anything like that. I actually think that your job is pretty good, and you get great holidays and it's really stable. And running a business isn't all just fun and games, you know. There are so many uncertainties involved that could end up causing you a lot of stress. You have no idea how much my mom has been through getting her business to the point that it's at now. There were so many ups and downs. Watching her have to go through all of that would make me stressed on her behalf as well. It made me resolve not to marry someone with a stressful and precarious job, and instead go for someone with high job stability, like a civil servant.
Oh, I'm sure there's nothing you need to worry about. There's no way that your mom's company would be at risk of going under at this stage. It's far too established. And surely it'll be more reassuring for you to know that your mom will hand the company over to me and not to a complete stranger once she's ready to retire.
I do agree with that, but I still don't think you should be so hasty as to go ahead and quit your current job. And no matter what you say, it does worry me that you're going into this without any kind of business experience.
I am a fast learner. I'll pick it up in no time, you know me. So why don't you put in a good word for me with your mom? Oh, please, honey. If you ask her about it, I'm sure she'll be persuaded to come around.
Are you really serious about this? It's not just some kind of phase?
Of course I am. I am ready to dedicate my all to this. And I am confident that I can do a good job. You know me, I never do things half-heartedly. And anyway, I'm so stressed at my current job that it's making me really miserable. I think it'll benefit both of us and your mom if she lets me train under her as her successor.
I had no idea that you were this interested in my mom's business. You never gave me any hints that would make me believe that you'd want to do something like this. Okay, I'll talk to her, but ultimately it's her decision at the end of the day.
Really? You'll talk to her? Oh, thank you so much, honey. You're the best. Oh, I'm so lucky to have you.
Oh, stop. You're only full of compliments whenever I do something you want me to do. So, you're saying that you and Todd are on the same page about this. You really think he'll be able to take over the company? Yeah, I think he'll do a good job. He seems to be really serious about doing this. And he's really miserable at work at the moment because he's under a lot of stress. His bosses are also giving him a really hard time. I guess he wasn't really cut out to do the whole civil servant thing for a long time, and he would thrive better in a different work environment. You were looking for someone to take over the business from you anyway, so why not give him a chance? You said yourself that he's a diligent and hardworking person and that you respect him a lot for that. How about you let him work at your company for a while and you can see how good he is at the job? After observing him for a while, you can then decide whether or not you'll entrust the company to him when you retire. What do you think?
Well, I suppose I would prefer to leave the company to someone I know well, instead of bringing in someone from the outside. All right, I'll give him a chance, but on the condition that he doesn't quit his current job straight away. I want to be clear with him that it's not a given that he's going to be taking over the company, and it all depends on his performance. For now, I'll just have him come in at weekends, and I'll keep a close eye on how he's getting on.
That sounds like a good idea. Thanks so much for agreeing to take him on, Mom.
Your mom said it's okay for me to start learning the job straight away? Oh, that's amazing!
You'd better get ready to work hard. She said that if you don't adapt well to the company, she won't want you as her successor, so things are not set in stone yet. I've done all I can to help you, the rest is all up to you.
I promise you that I'll try my best.
Don't get too excited though, okay? You might find that you're not really suited to that kind of work environment.
No, don't worry about me. I'm sure I'll make things work one way or another.
Hey Mom, what's up?
Hi there, sweetheart. Just calling to check how you're doing. I also wanted to talk a little about how Todd is getting on at work.
I keep meaning to ask you, how is he actually doing? He said that he feels like he's getting into the swing of things and that things are going really well, but sometimes he isn't the most self-aware, so I took what he said with a pinch of salt.
Well, to his credit, he is trying his best. He just doesn't really have an aptitude for the work. I thought he would have some kind of business sense after working as a civil servant for 10 years, but he doesn't have any at all. He also isn't very adaptable, so the other employees are finding it difficult to navigate working with him.
Oh, really? I had no idea that he would have such a terrible time getting used to the job. But still, it's only been 2 months and he may just have not found his feet yet. How about you give him the benefit of the doubt and see how things go from here?
Yeah, that was my plan. There was also something else I wanted to ask you. Did he quit his civil service job?
No, he hasn't. I've been watching him get up and go to work every single day. Why do you ask?
Well, it's just that a letter arrived at the office addressed to him, saying that his civil servant's pension plan had been terminated. It definitely wasn't sent here by mistake. It had been deliberately addressed to my company. So I'm thinking that maybe he did that on purpose in order to hide the fact that he quit from you.
Well, this is all news to me. I guess I'll have to talk to him about it later.
Yeah, I think it will be best to hear it straight from the horse's mouth. It doesn't make him look great if he really has gone and quit his job without telling you, when keeping it was one of the conditions we agreed on when I accepted him into the company.
Hey, honey, I'm home. Ugh, there were so many complaints today. It was so annoying. I was ready to just punch someone. I really was.
Why don't you sit down, honey? There's something we need to talk about.
What is it? Oh, why do you look so serious? Did something happen?
Just tell me honestly, did you quit your job?
How did you find out about that?
My mom received a letter about your pension plan being terminated. Why would you have that sent to her office instead of directly here unless you were trying to hide it from me? Until when were you planning on lying to me about this? You said that you would only quit once my mom had decided that you were definitely fit to take over her company. Why did you break that promise already?
I was just feeling a little drained doing 2 jobs at once, that's all. Neither of them are easy jobs to do either. And also, I'm starting to worry that I'm not being able to show your mom my full potential because of how tired I am, and it's making her think that I'm not good enough. And anyway, going to work at her place twice a week isn't nearly enough to gain proper experience, don't you think? This is all because I want to show her the best version of myself, and I felt like my civil servant job was holding me back. Anyway, I was planning on telling you eventually. Pretending to go out to work every day was actually getting quite tiring.
I do see where you're coming from, but you still should have been upfront with me in the first place. What have you been doing when you've been pretending to be at work then?
I've just been brushing up on my business knowledge at the library and attending lectures on how to run a business. I was always going to quit anyway, so I don't see what the big deal is about me doing it a little earlier than I originally planned. I'll also be getting a payout because I had my pension terminated, so I'll be able to invest in your mom's business with that. It is basically a given that I'm going to take over from her, so what's the use in me wasting time in my dead-end civil service job when I could be pouring my everything into her company?
But you still should have said something before deciding to do this. It's still not a given that you'll be taking over my mom's company, so try not to get ahead of yourself.
Wait, so are you saying that she would just disregard me after making me work so hard for 2 months? Well, now that I've gone as far as to quit my other job, and I can focus my full attention on learning how to be her successor, there is no way that it's not going to work out. I'm going to work so hard and produce such good results that her handing the company over to me will just become the most natural thing in the world. Just you watch. It would be nice if you could say some more nice things about me in front of her as well.
You're so ridiculously stubborn. You really haven't put me in an easy position, you know that?
What are you talking about? Everything is just going to get better from now on. I can focus 100% on learning the ins and outs of your mom's business, and I'm sure she'll end up being really pleased with me. I'm confident that things are going to go well. I told you that I went as far as to attend lectures on business management, didn't I? That's how prepared I am for this.
Are things still not sorted with that contract? Things were supposed to be wrapped up with that one yesterday. The delivery of those goods needs to go out as quickly as possible. We can't afford to be wasting time here. When you're running a business, you need to be conscious of time above everything else.
It's almost all sorted. There's no need to be so pressed about it. Anyway, aren't we the best in this field? They should be lucky that we're signing a contract with them.
How can you be saying that when we're the ones benefiting from them being willing to sign a contract with us? And even if we are supposedly the best, none of that matters if you don't do your work properly.
After doing a little background check, I can assure you that our company is way better than theirs. And anyway, the contract is only slightly late in getting finalized. I'll make sure everything gets sorted, so don't you worry about anything. Oh, and by the way, would it be okay if I have half day today?
A half day? What do you mean, a half day? We have so much work to do right now, so this really isn't the time to be slacking off. Is there something important you need to do?
Yeah, there is something quite important that I need to do, actually. I'll take it out of my annual leave anyway, so it's not like I'm taking half day for free. I know that a lot of the employees have been taking time off for questionable reasons lately, and I just want to assure you that I'm not like them. When I take over the company, I won't go easy on them, so I'd advise that you do the same whilst you can, Frida.
Oh, fine, whatever. But make sure that you wrap things up with that contract before anything else, okay? You do know how important it is to the company, right? We are not doing so well these days, and we can't afford to let a contract like that slip through our fingers.
Yes, I understand. I'll take care of it, so just go and get some rest now, okay? You shouldn't be out here doing more work than your employees.
He's getting worse and worse by the day. At first he put his head down and showed me that he really was a hard worker, but now he thinks the company is as good as his, and he's gotten far too big for his boots. He thinks he can get away with doing a half-hearted job of everything now as well. If he wasn't my son-in-law, I would have fired him already. This is such an awkward situation. He's also backed me into more of a corner by quitting his civil service job. Oh, I don't know what made me think that I should start my own company. When you're the boss, there's no one you can rely on but yourself. Did I or did I not tell you to make sure that this contract gets signed at all costs? How did you manage to mess up this bad? The manager of the other company was threatening to never do business with our company ever again because of you.
What a joke. Who does he think he is? It's his loss for not wanting to work with us. Should I go and give him a proper talking to?
Are you bragging about how you messed things up for us with this contract? When you want someone to sign a contract with you, you need to make sure they do it as soon as possible. There's no use in postponing it. That just causes nothing but inconvenience for us.
Well, it's not my fault that their office is so far away and inconvenient to get to. I asked them if they wanted to come to us, but they didn't seem to want to do that. I had something personal come up, so I wasn't able to go to their office according to the schedule that you agreed with them.
I really can't believe this. You seem to have no idea of the gravity of this situation. Messing up this contract could be catastrophic for our company.
I really think that you're overreacting here. The company isn't going to go into meltdown just because one contract didn't get signed. Just you wait. I'll go and get us a contract with somewhere better.
I'm really not kidding when I say the company is on the brink right now. You really have no idea how bad things really are. I really don't know how you can still stand there and be so confident.
What's going on here? Why is the office so empty all of a sudden?
I told you, didn't I, that the company was in crisis and on the brink of collapsing. Well, now it has. We have officially gone out of business as of today. I'm lucky that another company was willing to buy us out, even if it was only for a few pennies. If it wasn't for them, I would have ended up in so much debt. I can't believe that the company I spent the last 35 years building has gone out of business practically overnight.
Wait, what did you just say? So you weren't just being overdramatic in order to get me to feel bad about that contract falling through. Everything you said was true?
Well, of course it was true. That's why I kept trying to emphasize the importance of that contract. We really were in the situation where one failed contract could be the end for us. If you hadn't messed that up, we could have bought back some precious time and perhaps been able to turn things around. But now it's too late. We don't have any money left to make supplies, so this is the end of the line for us.
But how can a company that was doing so well just a few months ago have no money left all of a sudden? Where did all the money go?
This just goes to show how little you do really know about running a business. There are so many things going on in the background that you need to be constantly spending money on. Anyway, you need to go and look for a new job. There's nothing for you here now. This is why I told you not to quit your civil service job, but you wouldn't listen, would you?
I really can't believe that this has happened. I feel like I've been conned. Sold a false hope of taking over a company when it was actually doomed to fail.
How could you say such a thing to me when you can see how devastated I am about this?
So I guess your plan was to leave me with this failing business before you retired, huh? And it just happened earlier than you thought, which is why you're upset. I wondered why you were so willing to take me on. Oh, this is so frustrating.
Delusional boy letting his mind run away with him. Hey, where do you think you're going? You need to stay and help me clear the place up.
You can't get me to work now that the company's officially out of business. I'm not doing any work that I'm not getting paid for. I'm leaving. You can clean this all up by yourself for all I care.
Oh, so now he's showing his true colors. I knew this would happen.
What's going on here? Why have you turned the whole house upside down?
Do you know where the wedding presents my mom gave us are?
The wedding presents? Why are you looking for them all of a sudden?
Just tell me where they are. You didn't sell them, did you? Oh, don't tell me you sold them and then used the money to help out your mom now that her company has failed.
Of course not. They're on the shelf in the bathroom. By the way, my mom said you didn't even help her clean up the office earlier and that you left as soon as you heard the news about the company going out of business. You could have been a little nicer to her when she was upset because she lost her whole life's work in an instant. Would it have hurt you to comfort her a little and help her clean up for an hour or so? I was so disappointed in you when she told me how you acted.
Well, the way that I see it is there's nothing left for me to do to help out a company that's already tanked. And anyway, isn't it technically your mom's fault for not managing things better in the first place? She only made me do trivial tasks when she should have been trusting me with bigger things. Then I would have been able to swoop in and save the day and this would have never happened.
What are you even saying?
And you obviously knew that things weren't going well with your mom's company, but you never said anything to me. I would have never quit my job as a civil servant if I had known that I was boarding a sinking ship.
My mom and I actually both strongly advised you against quitting your civil service job, but you didn't listen. You were the one who went ahead and quit without discussing it with me first. And also, how would I know how my mom's business is going? I haven't a clue about the ins and outs of her company, and she tends not to talk to me about work. I also only found out that the company had been in crisis when my mom told me that it had gone under this morning.
Oh, whatever. I guess that there's nothing that can be done about it now. I'll need to find a new way to make ends meet now. It'll take more than this to get me down. This is just a minor setback in my path to success. It's a good thing I had that insurance to fall back on.
Insurance? What insurance are you talking about?
Oh, you'll know about it soon enough, don't you worry. Also, don't go trying to give your mom any money. She's already wasted enough of my time. I don't want to lose another cent to that woman, do you understand?
That's really heartless, you know? You were sucking up to my mom when her business was still going strong, and now she's lost everything. You're telling me not to even give her a cent? How could you be so self-serving?
Well, is it my fault that she ran her company into the ground? If I had known that this was going to happen, I would have jumped ship sooner. Anyway, maybe it's all worked out for the best for me.
What on earth are you talking about?
I told you that you will find out soon enough. There's no need to be so hasty.
Mom, are you okay? I wanted to go around and be there for you yesterday, but I got so caught up with work stuff.
Oh, it's fine. Don't worry about me. I was prepared for this in the end. I could see it coming over the last couple of weeks. There wouldn't have been anything for you to do, even if you did come, other than pat me on the shoulder and say, "There, there." The main thing is that I was able to sell the company for a modest amount of money, and now I'm planning to actually spend the rest of my days in retirement. I'm sick to death of running a business now. Maybe this was retirement's way of coming to me before I could come to it.
You deserve a break, Mom. You've definitely earned it after everything you've been through. And I also want to say that I'm sorry. I insisted on you taking on Todd as an employee, and he just ended up making a huge mess of things.
Oh, it's not your fault, sweetheart. He's the one who bragged about his capabilities and was so sure that he was going to do a good job. His mess isn't your problem, so don't feel bad about it, okay? I also feel a little sorry for him, too, after he quit his civil service job to focus on my company full-time.
Well, I don't feel sorry for him at all. He doesn't deserve anyone's sympathy. He's the one who just decided to quit one day without even telling me about it. It's all Todd's own fault, so don't waste a single second feeling sorry towards him, okay, Mom? I'm also really disappointed in him for how he acted towards you today.
Oh, it's fine. I understand that it must have been frustrating for him. Anyway, I'm doing just fine, so there's no need to worry about me, okay, sweetheart? You said you're busy at work these days, right? I won't make you keep listening to me blabber on then.
Okay, Mom, I'll definitely come and see you at the weekend, though. Wait, so you're saying that your mother-in-law's company went under? You put all that time and energy into what turned out to be a failing company? When you could have been using that time to take me out on dates?
Yeah, I'm so sorry, baby. It was nothing but a huge waste of time. Ugh, I'm so frustrated.
I did warn you about this, didn't I? That a company run by an old grandma was doomed to fail. Even if it was a fairly decent-sized company with an established reputation, she obviously wasn't running things that well if it went out of business overnight just like that. Don't waste any more of your time on useless ventures like that and just invest in my company instead.
That's what I'm planning to do now. I should have just listened to you earlier. I'm sorry for not listening, and I'm sorry for not having enough time for you over the past couple of months.
Well, it's fine. At least you've come to your senses now. If you're really sorry, then don't waste any time in investing in my company. You said you got a generous payout when you had your civil service pension dissolved, right? You can use that money. I'll make you director, and you can be my second in command.
Yeah, I'm planning on investing all of it in your company, so don't you worry. And we are gonna get married, aren't we?
Yes, of course we are. You just need to get divorced first. That's the only thing holding me back right now. As soon as your divorce is finalized, we can get married right away.
I'm planning on telling Eve about us today. There's no point in staying with her anymore now that her mom's company has gone under. Why don't you just come with me to the house and we can both tell her what's going on? She is kind of stupid. I kept dropping hints yesterday, but she didn't seem to get it.
Sure, I'll go with you. It'll be fun to cause a scene. I bet she never would have expected that you'd show up with an affair partner at your house. I've always been quite curious as to what she looks like. She's uglier than me, isn't she?
Of course. You're the prettiest and smartest girl in the whole world. She can't hold a candle to you, so don't worry about comparing yourself to her, okay? If she was that great, I wouldn't have cheated on her in the first place, would I? You're later than I expected. Did you work overtime again today?
Yeah, I had one of the clients over to discuss some business, but he just wouldn't leave. Honestly, the things I need to put up with as the boss of my own company.
Excuse me, who are you? Todd, who is this woman and why is she in her house?
It's about time you knew who I was. I'm your husband's girlfriend. I was so curious to find out what you looked like. I wondered what the face of a woman who has no idea that her husband has been cheating on her for the past year would look like during the big reveal. But looking at you now, you don't look as stupid as I thought you would.
She may not look it, but she definitely is a bit slow on the uptake. Anyway, Eve, there's no reason for you and I to keep living together anymore, so I thought it was best to just tell you what's been going on. The only reason I stayed with you this long was because I thought I'd be able to take over your mom's company.
Are you really bragging to me about how you've been having an affair? You even brought your side piece to her house? Have you lost your mind?
Well, I figured there really wasn't any reason for me to hide it from you anymore, since I have no intention of staying with you. I shouldn't let you get in the way of me being with the woman that I love anymore.
So this is why your attitude changed completely after my mom's company went under, huh? That was the only thing tying you to me, and now you can't be bothered with me anymore? This is enough for me to sue you for divorce, you know?
Well, of course I know that. But as you know, I quit my job as a civil servant and I have no savings, so I don't have any money to give you as alimony.
What?
This is so annoying. He said he doesn't have any money to give you even if you go ahead and sue him for divorce. Lucky for you, I do have money. You can try and sue me as the affair partner, and I won't stop you from getting some money from me. So just take that and get out of our lives. You'll be able to rent somewhere to live by yourself with that money, I'm sure.
We needed to take out a loan to buy this place, right? You can use it towards paying that back as well. That should be enough for you, right? Let's just end this cleanly. There's no need for you to pine as if you were really in love with me, because, let's be honest, you never really loved me that much, did you? I don't think I ever really felt that strongly towards you either.
I'm fed up with waiting for this marriage to be over. So please don't drag things out any longer, okay?
It's terrifying how confident you two can be when you know perfectly well that you're the ones who have done something wrong.
Oh, can you please stop yelling? You're hurting my ears. Anyway, now you know how things stand, so I don't think I really have anything left to say to you. I guess I'm leaving now.
Oh, here's my address for you, by the way. You can send the lawsuit files here if you decide to sue me. I'll see you in court then.
Wow, you really are prepared for this. I'm really impressed. Anyway, let's go, Sadie. I'll buy you something nice on the way home.
I think I should be the one saying that. And I already reserved a table at a nice wine bar so we can celebrate. Let's go.
Wow, you really did have everything planned down to the last detail. Let's go and enjoy ourselves.
What on earth did I just witness? So, you just sued the affair partner? You didn't sue for divorce in the end?
Yeah, that's what the lawyer advised me to do in the end. She said it was likely that I'd be the one to end up at a loss if I decided to sue for a divorce, but I had more than enough evidence to make a concrete case against Sadie as the affair partner, and as she assured me herself, she has plenty of money, so I'm way more likely to get something out of it. She already told me that she's willing to let me get my money from suing her, and she even gave me her office's address, saying that I could send the papers there when I decide to sue her.
I already knew that Todd was a piece of work, but I didn't know that any human was capable of being this awful. Are you not angry? I would be if I were you. How can you be so calm about this whole thing?
I'm sure they'll get what's coming to them eventually. I just have a hunch. And besides, I'm just glad that I found out what kind of person Todd really is and was able to get rid of him.
Even so, just thinking about how much he's messed things up for both of us. I'm fine. I can get over it. But you lived with him for 5 years and were betrayed in such an awful way.
Really, it's fine, Mom. I'm really not that upset about it. She's welcome to him. I'll be getting a decent amount of money, which I need right now, so I'm happy. But still, just from suing the affair partner, you're surely not going to be able to get that much. You're not going to be able to do anything with that money. But still, getting some money is better than getting no money, right? I have an idea about what I might want to do, so don't worry about me too much, okay? Honestly, I'm fine, Mom. I have no idea what you're thinking, but I guess I'll just have to trust you. But thinking about how you were betrayed like that really makes me sick. The two of them are both such awful people, and they deserve to be punished. Oh, they do. And they will. I'm sure of it. Just you watch this space.
I hope you're happy to be finally getting your money. It's just pennies to me, but I guess to someone like you, it might seem like a lot of money. You obviously need it now that your mom's company has gone out of business. I bet you'll be counting every penny and saving it away frugally.
Just don't go using it to set up useless businesses that are doomed to fail like your mom did. If that happens, you won't have anyone left to turn to for help.
Oh, will you both just shut up already? I am sick of your smugness. Soon enough, we'll have nothing to do with each other anymore, so I really don't see what the point in talking like this is. I really don't want to waste my breath talking to people like you.
Well, me neither. But if you do end up running out of money, don't come crawling back to me for help. Just because I'm now in a way better financial situation than you doesn't mean I'd be willing to help you out.
Well, I wouldn't let you help her out. It wouldn't be good for my reputation if you went around feeling sorry for your pathetic ex-wife and giving her money. Don't go thinking just because you got this money out of us that you'll be able to get some more, because I won't give you a single penny after this.
Why did I waste all of those years with you when I could have invested them in Sadie instead? Oh well, at least I'm on the right path now. Anyway, we're going now. Don't you even think about calling me.
I wouldn't dream of it, and you better not call me either.
This is my mom's entire fortune, and I'm willing to invest it in your company, but only because I trust you so much. I really can't afford to be losing this money. My family would for sure disown me if I did, but I managed to persuade my mom that it was a good idea. Are you sure that we will definitely turn a profit? Is the company definitely going to do well in the future?
Of course it is. You should know by now after working with me for the past year. We're the dream team. We're definitely going to make it big. Just you wait. I wouldn't ask you to invest the money your mom gave you if I wasn't sure about this. We'll be rolling in money in no time. Just wait a little while and you'll start to see the profits coming in.
That sounds great. I'm willing to trust you on this. After all, I did earn back twice the amount I invested the first time around, so I'm willing to put in a bigger amount this time.
This is why I told you to come to my company. You clearly have luck when it comes to investing. Oh, by the way, I'm going to be going on a trip to Europe for about 2 weeks.
Wait, you're going to Europe? All of a sudden? Why? What for?
I thought I'd celebrate now that the lawsuit is over. It had been causing me a lot of stress, and I'd been getting so tired from going back and forth to the courthouse all the time. I thought I deserved a little pick-me-up for my troubles. I'll be going next week, so I just wanted to give you a heads up. How about you start getting things in order whilst I'm gone, and then we can prepare to get married when I get back?
But I still feel it's a little strange for you to be going abroad all of a sudden, without even discussing it with me first. Shall I come with you? It would be really nice to spend some time together abroad.
If you come with me, who's gonna look after the company whilst I'm gone? I trust you to be the one to step up and take the reins.
You're my second in command, and I don't trust any of my other employees the way I trust you. It'll only be 2 weeks anyway. I'll be back before you know it. And don't worry, I'll bring back loads of presents for you and your mom. You should relax and enjoy your free time without me breathing down your neck for once as well.
But I'll be lonely here without you. Oh, I still wish that I could go with you.
Oh, you're so cute. When I come back, you'll just appreciate having me around even more. So what do you say? Are you okay with looking after the company for 2 weeks?
Yes, of course, you can leave it to me.
So, you're saying that you bought a plot of land?
Yep. Don't you remember that you sent me some money before your company went into crisis because you weren't too sure how things were going to go? Well, I decided to use that money to buy a cheap plot of land, and now it's increased in value tenfold. All of that studying I did about the real estate market really did pay off.
Oh my goodness. That's amazing news, Eve.
I was so heartbroken for you when I heard that your company went out of business after all those years of hard work you put into it. So I had been looking around for a way to earn back all the money that you ended up losing, and it looks like I found it. Now we don't need to worry about money anymore. I don't want to see you sad anymore, okay, Mom? I know you keep thinking that I got divorced because your company went under, but that really isn't the case at all, okay? Todd is a trash human and would have been regardless of the situation.
I just couldn't help but blame myself. But anyway, I'm so thankful towards you for doing this, Eve. You've literally saved me.
Well, it was your money that saved us, actually, Mom. Let's live our best lives together now.
Why isn't Sadie picking up the phone? She hasn't contacted me once since she went on her trip. Maybe her phone got lost or stolen or something. She told me that she would let me know as soon as she arrived back in the country, and that was meant to be today. Not to mention the fact that her employees and clients keep calling me. No, they're really getting on my nerves. Hello? It's my day off today, so don't bother me about it and sort it out yourself, whatever the problem is. Do you understand me?
I think you're going to have to come into the office today regardless, sir.
I told you I'm not going. It is my day off. Nobody goes to work on their day off. Surely it's not that big an issue that you can't just solve it amongst yourselves.
It's just that the creditors are all in the office making a fuss, and some of the other employees are quitting on the spot. The creditors are specifically asking to see you.
Wait, what are you talking about?
I really think it's best if you come to the office straight away. Sadie isn't picking up the phone, and you're her second in command, so talking to you is the only thing that'll make them calm down.
Oh my gosh, what's happened here? Ah, there he is. The guy that's trying to get away with stealing all of my money. Why didn't you come when we first asked for you? Where's my money then, huh? Come on, cough it up. I'm sorry, sir. I'm not really sure what you're talking about. Yo, stop feigning innocent. I know that you and the boss are partners in crime. I heard that she ran off abroad somewhere. If she's not here to take responsibility, then it's only right that you should. Give me my money right now. I said right now. Oh, calm down, sir. She hasn't run away, she's just away on a trip right now. There must have been some kind of mistake here anyway. How about you start letting go of my arm and we can talk calmly about this? There's no way that we can have debts. Our company is doing so well. I really don't know if you're putting on an act or if you really don't know what's going on here. Your boss is a con artist, a total fraudster. After looking into it, I found out that there were already 3 fraud cases against her. I had no idea, and I invested a lot of money into this company. A lot of people have been deceived by that woman, you know? I'm not buying her short trip abroad story, and I'm convinced that she's run away with all the money that she conned out of people. If she can't give me my money back, then you should. You're the director of this company, aren't you? Then you should be able to do something about this. Fraud? Sadie has a history of fraud? I've never heard anything about this. I've also invested everything I own into this company. Oh, so you really are just another one of her victims, huh? I'm still not buying it, though. I feel like you must have at least known something after doing business with her for so long. Give me back my money right this instant. I mean it. I don't know anything about this. I don't have any money to give you. She's really gone and changed her phone number and everything. I guess she really is determined to disappear without a trace. I can't believe I fell for her sweet lies. What am I supposed to do now? I've really been hung out to dry. The creditors all think that I'm on it, and they keep hounding me, asking me to give their money back. Oh, I'm going out of my mind. I really am. I don't care whether this used to be your company or not. This building has a new owner now, so you have no ties to this place anymore. If you refuse to leave when I ask you nicely, I'm gonna have no choice but to call the police on you. You can't just go around sleeping on other people's property. I don't have anywhere else to go. You sleep here anyway, so what harm would me sleeping here too do to anyone? You can just pretend that I'm not here, okay? As if I'd let you get away with that. Oh, hi there, ma'am. This is the lady who owns the building, so you'd better get out before I look bad in front of her.
Hi there, John. I was just passing by and I thought that I'd come in and share some fresh peaches I just bought from the market with you.
Thank you so much. You always take such good care of me. Eve, how come you're here?
I should be the one asking you that.
Oh, now you're here, ma'am. I suppose I should let you know that this man keeps trying to sleep in the lobby here. He keeps saying that his old company was here, so he has the right to stay here. I've tried to solve this issue by myself, but he just won't budge.
Oh, don't worry. I'll just report him to the police. This isn't a place where bums can just crawl in and spend the night.
Things just, haven't been going too well for me recently. Eve, please, would you be willing to hear me out?
Why on earth would I want to talk to you? You'd better get out of here whilst I'm still being nice. I don't want to have to deal with the trouble of getting the police involved, but if I have to, I will.
Okay, fine, I'll leave. Please don't report me to the police. But let me tell you, you'll never believe everything that's happened to me over the last few months.
Do you think I care? John, please make sure that this man vacates the premises as soon as possible. If he continues making a fuss, call me and I'll get the police involved.
Yes, ma'am, I'll take care of it. Hurry up and get out of here already. Wait, before I go, can you tell me how that lady was able to afford such a huge building like this? Well, that's none of your business, is it? Hurry up and scram already. If you tell me how she managed to do it, I'll leave immediately, I promise. She bought a plot of land for next to nothing, and then it increased in value by more than 10 times after it was redeveloped. Are you satisfied now? Now get out! She bought land? When on earth did she do that? Ugh, and why would you pour water on me like that? Isn't that the water from the mop bucket? You said that you'd get out as soon as I told you how the boss lady made her fortune. Now I've told you there's no reason for you to still be here, is there? Do you want me to pour some more water on you? Is that it? No, thank you. I'm leaving now, I promise. I'm a very sick man, you know. You shouldn't be acting like this towards someone in my condition. Karma is gonna get you, you know. Oh, stop blabbing and get out of here already. I see you haven't moved house. I thought that the owner of a big fancy building like that would have moved into a nicer apartment already. Are you living here with your mom?
What on earth do you think you're doing, showing up in front of my mom's house like this?
I was just curious to see how she's getting on after all this time. And we also didn't get the chance to talk properly yesterday. I was in the middle of opening up to you and you just walked off. That made me really sad, you know?
Can you just stop yapping and get out of my sight already? You're the one who told me never to contact you ever again. Why the sudden change of heart?
Eve, please hear me out. I've been diagnosed with cancer. They said I need to have surgery as soon as possible if I want to have a chance of survival, but I don't have the money for it. My mom doesn't want anything to do with me either, so you're basically my last hope. I've thought about going to find you a lot over the last few months, but I was so ashamed that I couldn't bring myself to face you. But then I saw you again yesterday, and it felt like it was fate. I remembered all the good times we had together, and I was just so happy to see you again.
So what do you want me to do?
I just told you that I have cancer. I was expecting a little bit more of a reaction than that. On top of that, it turned out that Sadie was a con artist, and I lost all of my money going into business with her. I invested all of my money and all of my mom's money into her company, and she took it all and ran off abroad somewhere. You would think it would end there, but there's even more. Everyone she owed money to showed up at her company, demanding that I pay them in her stead, and they wouldn't stop harassing me about it. And then I ended up getting sick, and I just keep getting thinner and thinner. Now my hair is starting to fall out as well.
I don't see what you expect me to do for you. I couldn't care less if you die tomorrow, whether it's because of the cancer or because you're suffocating under a pile of debt.
But we were once married. You loved me once. How could you not care about what happens to me? This is all because of Sadie at the end of the day. If I had figured out that she was a fraudster earlier on, none of this ever would have happened. I'm so sorry, honey.
Oh, so it took you a while to figure that one out, huh? I've known the truth about Sadie for quite some time, you know?
What? What are you even saying? You knew that she had a history of conning people? How did you find out?
She so confidently told me to sue her that it piqued my curiosity as to what kind of a woman she actually was. So I hired a private investigator, and I found out that she's quite the experienced con woman. That's why I was fine with going along with the divorce settlement instead of trying to get alimony out of you. I knew that you'd eventually end up losing all your money to her anyway, so I was satisfied with that knowledge and just went ahead and sued her like she told me to. Suing you for divorce would have just taken lots of time, and I wouldn't have gotten anything out of it, so I thought this would be the best way for me to come out of the divorce relatively unscathed.
Why are you saying all of this now? Why didn't you tell me the truth about her? If I'd known, I could have avoided losing everything.
Why would I tell you and miss out on this entertaining spectacle? Karma really got you bad, didn't it? Cancer on top of losing all your money? It doesn't get much worse than that, does it? Did you really think that if you came here begging me to give you money for your surgery that I'd feel sorry for you and just forgive you for everything you did to me? But still, I'm glad that you came to find me. I'm happy that I get to see how pathetic you've become. Mom, come out and look at this. It's Todd. He's come crawling back with his hair falling out and barely any skin on his bones. He looks like a zombie. Oh, now I can't miss that.
Oh, gosh, you startled me. Were you inside the whole time?
Well, of course. Why wouldn't I be in my own house? As you know, my company went out of business, so I've had nothing better to do but sit around at home. I was starting to get a little bored, so thank you for providing me with some entertainment. Oh dear, illness really is a scary thing, isn't it? You're just a shell of the person you used to be. You'll be completely bald in no time. Anybody would think that you're the same age as me.
Don't be silly, Mom. He looks way older than you do.
I really don't think it's appropriate for you two to be making fun of me like this. So you didn't say anything about what you knew about Sadie because you wanted to sit back and enjoy the show of my ruin? Isn't that a little cruel?
You're the one who tossed me to the side as soon as you realized you couldn't take over my mom's company when it went out of business. You even brought your side piece to her house. You have no right to say that I'm the cruel one. I kept thinking how I could get my revenge on you, but in the end, I didn't even have to do anything. You've managed to mess your life up all by yourself. All I did was start the ball rolling by divorcing you straight away, just like you asked me to. You even thanked me for going through with the divorce so quickly.
I can't believe you. You're the one who karma is going to catch up with next. How can you stand there and say all those awful things to a cancer patient? What will you do if I just drop dead right here, right now because of your terrible words? My blood would be on your hands.
If you're gonna drop dead, you might as well just go ahead and do it already. Do you know why environmental pollution is getting worse and worse recently? It's because so many losers like you are breathing into our lovely fresh air and making it dirty. You'd be doing everyone a favor if you just stopped breathing. It'll only make a small difference, but at least one less loser will be polluting the air. So, stop asking me to help with your surgery fees and just go off and die quietly somewhere. Don't you think that's for the best? You never spared a thought for other people in your entire life, so why should you expect others to start caring about you just because you're dying? I hope you go to hell. Actually, no, not hell. I don't think that they have a hell bad enough for you. I hope you go somewhere way worse.
Are you quite done here? Ouch! Frida! Why are you hitting me?
It looked like you were about to lay hands on my daughter, so I made sure I got there first. If you've come to beg someone for money, you shouldn't be acting so aggressively. You're making such a fuss that the whole neighborhood is going to hear at this rate. I'm so embarrassed. I can't have people knowing that this pathetic excuse for a man was once my son-in-law, can we? I really don't know how you have the audacity to show up here anyway. First, you make things difficult for me at my company. Then you throw my daughter away like yesterday's trash the moment you find out that the company is going under. Surely you've caused my daughter enough stress already. How can you be so shameless as to show your face here asking for money after everything you've done? You must have completely lost your mind. Even if I beat you all day long, I don't think you'd come back to your senses.
Leave him be, Mom. He's going to die anyway after all. Don't bother getting your hands dirty by touching him. We'll be late to the airport if we don't get going now anyway. Oh, is it that time already? I'd better go and grab my bags then. I'm finally getting to go on a trip of a lifetime to Europe. I don't want to let this good-for-nothing sour my mood.
You're going on a trip? Then please, before you go, just give me some money. Any money. I don't even have the money to spend the night in a hostel.
Oh no, what a shame. Well, I guess if you've got no money for a place to stay, you're gonna have to sleep on the streets. You definitely can't sleep in my building's lobby though, okay? The security guard has special instructions to keep an eye out for you, so you'd better not even go within the vicinity of the building. And don't even think about showing up in front of our house again. Should we report him to the police before we leave, Mom? Yeah, we probably should. Then we'll stop by the police station on our way to the airport. You don't have anywhere to stay anyway, so a night in a police cell is probably going to be a luxury for you. That's the last thing I'm willing to do for you as your ex-wife. I hope we don't see each other again. Goodbye.
What? Where are you going? You can't just leave. Just give me a little bit of money. I'm seriously gonna die otherwise.
My mom and I went to Europe for a month, and when we came back, we heard that Todd had secured a place in a homeless shelter. He couldn't get the money to pay for his surgery, so he's living out the rest of his days taking pain-killing medicine and waiting for death. Apparently, his family completely cut him off after he lost all of his mom's money investing in Sadie's company. He did try and call me a few times, but I ended up changing my number to avoid hearing from him again. I have no intention of ever being involved with the likes of him ever again. My mom and I also moved to a new place, as he knows our old address, and we don't want to risk him showing up uninvited again. We were finally able to move into a detached 2-story house, which is my mom's dream home. I quit my job at my company, and my mom and I are living a relaxed and comfortable life together. At the moment, we're getting by just fine by receiving the rent from the building I own, but I do think that I'd like to try starting my own business one day, just like my mom did. My mom is supporting me in whatever way she can and is giving me lots of advice. Oh, I also heard that Sadie got caught by the police while she was on the run abroad. She used up all the money she'd stolen and couldn't keep running anymore. This time I don't think she's going to get off with a short sentence. When my mom's company failed and my ex-husband brought home another woman and told me he was leaving me, I felt really wronged, almost like heaven wasn't looking out for me. But now it seems that the heavens were actually smiling on me this whole time. Divorcing Todd was one of the best things I ever did, and it set me on the path to true happiness. I was able to buy some land with the money my mom gave me and make my fortune, which quickly helped me to forget all about the awful things that had happened to me. It also helped me to realize what my dream in life really is, and helped me take the first steps towards making it a reality. If you ever think that things aren't going your way, just hang in there a little bit longer. Good things are definitely coming. Don't feel too downhearted and keep hoping for the future. I'll be rooting for you. Thank you so much for listening to my story. Don't forget to like and subscribe.